Here we are for the 5th chase race of the Gatorade Cup Series Season number 5 here at Fontana, California for the running of the Sony 500 in the nighttime. It's going to be one wild race, the 5th race of the chase. We're approaching the halfway mark of the Gatorade Cup Series chase. So let's take a look at our 42-car field. Luke Rainey in the 2 car has the pole position. 2's outside. The guy who heartbrokenly lost last race at Martinsville by 1,000th of a second, Jason Smith Jr. in the 33. Then 30 of Jay Jefferson. 4th, Marcus Sachi, rounding out the top 5, Wyatt Walker. Then 6th, you have a California native, Levi Shones, also in the chase. Kevin Bann in 7th. 8th is Alexander Rowe. Jonathan Beeford in 9th. And Pereira Ness rounding out the top 10. And then the next row, you got Julius Harrison, the guy who's arguably had the best season of anyone. Luigi is right now trailing in the chase points. TJ Hanley and then Cynthia Bright behind them. Then Evan Hunter and Adam Lewis. Steve Larker and Michael Gregory. Then Alex Stewart and Tim Randolph. Trey Rainey and Brandon Tharp. Josh Amito and Justin Heath. Patrick Smith and Michael Canto. Then Jeff Bright and Tim Gary. John West and DJ Reed. Francis Dustin, your chase points leader by 3 points over the 42. 2's inside the A3 of Max Anderson. Then Avi Hernandez and Eli Bright. Keegan Thompson and Andrew Miller. Riley Spraytube and Case Samito. Isaac Nichols and Derek Bouchard. And then William Seaman starting last year today, one of your chasers, the 39 of Joe Jefferson. So one of your 12 chasers starting 42nd and last here today. Luke Rainey has the pole for tonight's race as we now go down trackside to hear the command.
I'm Staff Sergeant Proto with the soldiers of the 1st Cavalry Division. Gentlemen, start your engines!
All right, everybody, just like what we talked about in the transporter, nice and easy. It's a long race, settle in. It'll be nice and smooth. Go out there and kick some butt tonight. This is your house. Let's prove it to them.
40 cars fire up and roll off here. Your highest starting chaser is in 6th. That's the 14, Levi Shones. The guy who possibly has some of the most momentum coming to this race. Kevin Bann in the 18th had a great last few chase races. He's right now sitting towards the top. And he won this race earlier in the season. He won the 2nd race of the season, which was run at Auto Club. He's looking for the Fontana sweep here. Isaac Nichols won the last race in the 48 by 1,000th of a second, so watch for him as well, possibly going for 2 in a row this season in the number 48 car. The pace car is in. Luke Rainey and Jason Smith Jr. on the pole for tonight's race. Rainey has control of the start of this race. He has Jay Jefferson pushing him as the green flag waves. We're racing here at Fontana, California for the 5th chase race of the season. Already shuffling 2, 3, 4 wide down the backstretch for the first time. Jay Jefferson with the peak to the bottom. Wyatt Walker lost this race in a photo finish to the guy behind him, Kevin Bann. He's going to look to lead lap number 1 tonight as they come off of turn number 4. Bandon pushing on hard as they come off of 4. Rainey almost into the wall. To the stripe they come. Wyatt Walker will lead lap 1, but barely as Kevin Bann has a run to the bottom. One of your chasers looking for the race lead as they hit turn 1. First time at full speed as they hit turn 1, almost 210 miles an hour. Luigi, second in the chase points, going to the bottom lane. Julius Harrison painting that white line as they go down the back straightaway. Luigi gets down front of that 17. That's very crucial because you can go 4 wide here, but 5 wide is the breaking point. They almost went 5 wide if that 17 got down there. Now they're going to go 3 wide. Anderson to the bottom lane. Luigi split to the middle lane. Levi Shones has found his way to the bottom from 6th. Here he comes. Looking to lead at California. We have so many California drivers in this race. Luigi, Levi Shones, Riley Spraytube, and many others. Shones has it, but now here comes Josh Amito to the bottom lane. Brady Wormness pushing his way through. Look at that pack. 4, 5 wide down the backstretch. You don't want to go 5 wide, though, is the problem. Alexander Rose, one of them in the middle of that 5 wide right there. Cynthia Bright also there. Kevin Bann all the way up top. Banging, hitting. Bright is sideways. Can she hold on to it? She does. A great save by Cynthia Bright to keep the pack still in it. Everyone's still nailing the gas. Tim Randolph to the bottom for the race lead. 212 miles an hour entering the first corner. Insane how fast they can go. Brandon Tharp to the race lead. Max Anderson now to the bottom lane. And this big pack is something you either don't want to be in or you want to try, and be up front or you want to try and get out of it. So what some of those guys back there are doing, I don't know who that guy is in last, but he is kind of off the pack right now. I believe it's the 39 Joe Jefferson. He's one of your chasers, possibly playing a strategy game right here, just waiting for that big crash to happen. You can try and get through it. Thompson now leads. DJ Reed to the bottom lane, number 21. He has Tim Gary behind him. Gary has not had a great chase. He's looking to rebound here as we approach the halfway mark of the chase. You have to make your rebound now if you want to have a shot at the championship. Down the back they come. A big pack. Brandon Tharp moved to the middle to go 5 wide. That might not be the best move. He's going to try and get up in line. He has to. Looks like he does. Evan Hunter now to the race lead. Patrick Smith to the bottom lane. John West behind him. West now looks... Oh, they're wrecking! Big crash! Up into the wall! Who's that? Marcus Sachi. West leads the field back. And on lap number 5, lap 6, a huge crash. Marcus Sachi was on his side. Luke Rainey, Adam Lewis, Max Anderson. I don't see any chasers involved. I believe all the chasers may have gotten through it without damage. So everyone's slowing it down nice and easy there. Oh, is that Levi Schoen's blown up? From the 13th position, one of your chasers and the California native blowing up. That is heartbreaking. It looked like he had a car to win. It looked like he had a car that could have contended. He's behind in the chase points right now. His best chase finish among the chasers is 6th. You know how badly he wanted this. And now there's smoke pouring out of that 14 car. Some are going to come down pit road, it looks like. Looks like Patrick Smith, the one to stay out. So it's a mixed bag coming onto pit road. John West leads them. He is your race leader. Eli Bright, Evan Hunter, Alexander Rowe, Keegan Thompson, Cole Luigi, some others come down pit road. This might be a great game right here. You just take fuel only, of course. You'll have a little bit more fuel than the other people. West leaves and is away. You can make up track position very easily here at Fontana. A great strategy call by all these drivers to come down pit road. Obviously losing the lead now on lap number 7 is not going to affect lap number 38 unless there's, of course, a crash in the near future on a restart. Schoens is officially out of the race. Here comes the 87. He's going to leave first off. Eli Bright will be second off. And look at all the cars that stayed out. Look at all these drivers that are going to restart ahead of that number 87. Patrick Smith will take over the race lead. But now let's see what happened as the big one strikes here early in this race. They were getting really close, beating and banging, and it was just a matter of time before something like this happened. Watch Luke Rain, the 2, the 43, Marcus Sachi. Looks like Cynthia Bright kind of comes up off the bottom. We'll have to rewind that just a little bit more. Yeah, it looks like Cynthia kind of comes up off the bottom a little bit. Gets into Luke, gets into Josh. Josh goes up, hits the 78 and the 83. And then Luke slides up into the 43 hard, flips them. Cole Luigi and Kevin Bannon just miss it. Frieza and Hanley do get, Larker and Hanley do get some damage there from Lewis. Luke Rainey and Marcus Sachi take some wild rides as Sachi takes a horrible tumble down the front stretch and lands back on all 4 wheels, thankfully. But a heartbreak for him, as a lot of chasers were back there, and somehow a lot of them missed it. Look at the ride for the 43 and the 2. Yeah, the 2 it looks like got flipped right there. Just got hit, and Sachi was on the nose for quite some time. We have to go on board with Code Luigi and Kevin Bannon. Luigi was in a 4-wheel slide getting by that crash. How did he do it? We're about to find out as we go on board with the 42 of Code Luigi. Ooh. That could have been it for the 42 right there. His race could have been done. Kevin Bannon, the 18, was just behind the 42. Ooh. You just saw how close that 42 was to getting involved. Your points leader, Francis Dustin, to the bottom lane. Then he saw everyone start wrecking up high, and he nailed it to get away. TJ Hanley, the third, I believe he got a little bit of a bump. I don't know if it was that much damage. Yeah, I think he'll be fine there. Joe Jefferson was hanging out in the back as we documented. See him. Great job missing it there. Jeff Brent, the 5, also back here. It's gone board with this. There's so many chasers back here in this big pack. Great job there by Jeff Bright to miss it. So John West led the field back. However, he comes down pit road. He'll be first off pit road. Patrick Smith will now be your new race leader. Hilly is back to the green flag with about maybe 28 laps to go in the race. Comeback green on lap number 10. Patrick Smith with the race lead. Marcus Sachi, Max Anderson, Avi Hernandez, Adam Lewis, and Josh Meehl have retired from that crash. Levi Shones with the camshaft issues out of this race, so tough break for Shones. Once again, just cannot catch a break here at his home track. There are 36 cars on the lead lap. Patrick Smith is out front. Tim Gary in second. TJ Reed is third. Fourth, Cynthia Bright. Jonathan Buford in fifth. The guy first off here, John West, set to restart in the 25th position, but watch for him because he can get back up to the front in a hurry here. It doesn't take long. Pace car back into pit road. First restart of the night, Patrick Smith out front for it. As the green flag is back waving, Tim Gary not going. We're back racing. Gary with a very slow restart. Patrick Smith gets away from the field. Look at how much Gary held up the field. And that's exactly what Patrick Smith wants to see. He wants to get out there and try and just control all the lanes once these guys start battling side by side like they might do right here. Here comes Wyatt Walker for that third position underneath the 24 down the backstretch. I'm wondering if the 30 and the 99 do have some damage. I can see they're a little bit off pace there at the back of the field. Maybe just did not get a good restart. Tim Gary now at the peak. Trying to get to the bottom of the 51. He does just that. I believe the 99 has more damage than the 30. TJ went right around the 99. They're now going to go 3 wide. Wyatt Walker to the bottom lane. Here he comes. So fast entering these corners. They go from about 212 down to 190 off of the corner. Just insane. Andrew Miller in the 31 come to the bottom lane. He was a wrecking ball at Martinsville. He's involved in about 3 or 4 spins or crashes. Kept it in the race. He actually finished a very decent spot because of how many people actually retired from the race because of wrecks and whatnot. Wyatt Walker come down to cover the bottom lane down this front stretch. They're 4 wide. See Alex Stewart, the one to the bottom lane. Julius Anderson now coming for second. This is what Walker wants to see. Them battling hard behind. Slow them down every time they make a move. Here comes Jay Jefferson, the 1 car, down the back straightaway. Started third in this race, looking to lead. I think Hanley's going to have to hope for a caution there if he wants to get caught back up. I think the 99 slowed him down just a little bit. I think Larker is a little bit slower. Here comes the guy looking to sleep at Fontana. Kevin Bannon in the 18. He has a run to the inside, 3 wide. Looking to sweep Fontana and get up there towards the front of the chase points. Wants to win his 2nd ever Gatorade Cup Series title. Be the first person to win multiple. There comes Tim Randolph down the back. Jeff Bright. Remember we said he missed that wreck? Here he is, already coming up to the front. Evan Hunter is one of them that pitted. Look at him pushing the 5 car. So pitting obviously was not a bad choice. You have a little bit more fuel now than these guys in case it does go green. If it goes green, you can stay a little bit longer and hope for a caution possibly. Randolph all over the track now trying to block their 4 wide. And a JGR sandwich kind of. Look at Jay Jefferson with a big run to the top lane. Randolph tried to block that. He has some indecisiveness right there. Looking to see where to block, and I believe it's going to hurt him as Michael Cantle might get to the bottom lane for the race lead. Jason Smeo Jr. looking for some revenge right here. Just missed out on winning at Martinsville by 1/1000th of a second. They are now 5 wide. This is what caused the last crash. Watch Alex Stewart, Jeff Bright hitting with William Seaman. Bright up into Hunter. Hunter is sideways. They save it, but they're still 5 wide. The momentum by the 13, though, was slowed, so they'll break that. Jason Smeo Jr., I believe, led that lap. Here comes Riley Sprague and Code Luigi. That's 2 California names battling hard. Luigi trying to get back up to that chase points lead. He's right now to 2nd, but Keegan Thompson's got underneath him. Isaac Nichols looking to go 2 in a row. He won at Martinsville. Here he is, Joe Jefferson, the guy who hung out in 42nd before that crash. That crash happens. He missed it. Now he's up here racing hard. He's into the top 10. Dustin sideways in the middle of the pack. Almost crashed. They save it. They're still 5 wide, though. Look at this. William Seaman's still one of them in the middle. Not going to be good entering turn 1. Oh, around they're going to go. Big crash. Any chasers? TJ Hanley found a hole through the middle. I do not see any chasers involved once again. Racing back to the stripe. Jason Samito Jr. will lead them back. And for second, 3 wide, Keegan Thompson up top. So Samito Jr. leads them back as another big crash happens off turn number 2. Once again, no chasers involved somehow, in some way. John wants on the apron. Watch for that. Just make sure he doesn't come up into the field or whatever and cause a crash. Wow, another crash that could have been a lot bigger towards the chase. Hopes Riley Spurley to be involved in the 47. William Seaman, Andrew Miller. Larker was off pace already. Gregory, Tim ran off. Evan Hunter, Michael Canto possibly involved. Let's check out what happened to bring out the second caution of the night. First, we'll see if they pit. I believe they will, obviously. We've gone now 18 laps for some, or 17 laps for some drivers into a run. I would not wager and see anyone stay out here. I believe everyone will come down, take 4 tires, and try and make it to the end from here. That's what I'm thinking. They're really separated. I'm wondering if something happened back there. No, I think they were just trying to give each other positions back. So here comes everyone down pit road. Not in a single file line, but they're coming down pit road. Thompson has one of the first pit stalls. Jason Simeo Jr. leading the field down. Can he lead them off is the question. And now the question is, do some of the guys that pit, do they take 2 tires since they have to take less fuel? I doubt it. I would assume everyone would take 4 tires, but you never know how the tire wear is. Maybe it's a little bit different here at night. Tires will definitely last a little bit longer. The front end of that Dodge looks like it's with the way it looks, it just looks like it's all torn up. It's really not. It's perfectly normal. That's how it looks normally. 2 tires for Simeo Jr., so obviously 2 tires is a call for everyone's going to look like. Canto slows down to let Simeo Jr. out first. Smart move there. So Simeo Jr. dominates the field off pit road. Keegan Thompson, some taking 4. That's very interesting. Look at the 42 Code Luigi's in the chase. He knew he drove up from the back to the front last time. He's looking to do it again. He takes 4 tires, he'll leave. And the 4, I think, is the right call here. You pack more fuel into that car. You have more grip than anyone now. So a ton of guys take 2. Jason Simeo Jr. takes 2. Who leads back to the green flag. But first, let's see what happened to bring out the second caution of the night. Here they are racing off turn number 2, 4 wide. We talked about it. We said watch that 4 wide. It's going to end badly. It does just that. Jonathan Buford kind of pushed up into Seaman. They go up. They get... Look at Code Luigi. Got clipped and he saved it. Oh my gosh. Oh... He has something riding with him here, either a prayer or an angel. Look at Hanley go flying through the middle, and somehow there's a hole left open for him. But Code Luigi has some sort of like guardian angel right now on his shoulder. Yeah, there's like a bubble around that 42. That's the second crash he's missed just barely. This one he got clipped, but that's no damage to the car. He'll be fine. My goodness. We'll go on board with a few drivers here. First, let's go on board TJ. As he was towards the back of the pack, I think he missed it. There was a hole right through the middle there, and he flew right on by. Jeff Brighton, the 5, has an onboard camera. Let's watch him. Ooh, he spun the 31 around, but he was able to get through. The 42 Code Luigi, you see how sideways he was once he got clipped. When he clipped the 87, John was great driving there by those guys to keep it straight. So back to the line first was Jason Smith Jr. Also got off of pit road first, taking 2 tires. Which strategy is going to work? The 2 tires or the 4 tires? We're going to find out. We'll have a restart after halfway here at Fontana. Come back to the restart, lap number 21, so it'll be 18 laps to go when we get the green flag. Riley Spurley in the 47, the only car out because of that crash, so they still have 35 cars in the lead lap. Of course, a lot of them are damaged, obviously. So the mixed strategy here. Jason Smeo Jr. in the 33 takes 2 tires. He gets out in front. Same with Keegan Thompson in second, DJ Reed in third. Then you got 300 cars in 4th, 5th, and 6th. Then Francis Dustin, your chase points leader in 7th. 8th, Wyatt Walker. Alexander, one of the first off pit road with 4 tires in 9th. And Joe Jefferson rounding out the top 10. I believe most of these drivers right here took 4, but a lot of them also took 2. So a lot of these drivers back here took 4. Some took 2 to mix up the bag. It'll be interesting to see what strategy works, or maybe both strategies work. We're about to find out. So pace cars in. 18 laps to go and get the green flag. Jason Smeo Jr. out front as they come down the front straightaway. Green flag back in the air. We're back racing. Look at the cars jumping to the high side and the low side. Yeah, the cars jumping out of line, trying to get any position they can on this restart right here. Some staying back in line in the back of the pack. 2 cars pull away. DJ Reed, not a very good restart right there. But Thompson with the run to Jason Smeo Jr. on right. If they get side by side, the pack will catch them, obviously. Down the back, side by side for the race lead. Eli Bright is going to join this battle. He's coming for third. He has a big run to these front two. Thompson keeps underneath that 33. He'll be going to the race lead. But look at Eli Bright in the 88. That car rotating very well through the corner. He has a big run to the inside. He's going to get by the 98 down the front stretch possibly. Big run for the 88. And he leads that Auto Club. Here comes Francis Dustin, your chase points leader. Look at him go. Going for third possibly in the race lead in turn one. Remember, lean laps doesn't really count for bonus points here. But if you can lead and get out front, you're making a statement that you have one of the best cars in the chase. Dustin is right now second in the regular season, or in the full season points. If we were to go by the full season, he'd be second in points. But he'd be 300 points behind Cole Luigi. The 42 has been dominant all season, but he has to put it together for these final 12 races, something he hasn't really done yet. He did the first two races, Cole Luigi in the 42, that is. His first two races in the chase were the best chase finishers. The last two were 8. He's trying to get back up to that number 1 here today. Look at them shuffling all around. Derek Bouchard and Evan Hunter are side by side. Here comes Justin Ethan, the 9 down the back straightaway. Cynthia Bright also in this bottom lane. Alexander Rowe, remember we said he took 4 tires. Watch for him. Cole Luigi also takes 4. Jake Jefferson, the 1 is there. Jefferson is Luigi's teammate. He's right in front of him. Coming to 15 laps to go. Getting close here at Auto Club. 4 wide at the front of this field. Rowe now coming to the bottom lane. What great racing this is. Oh, getting 5 wide and close back there. Oh! Hanley hard to the outside wall line with Isaac Nichols. Racing back side by side. Jake Jefferson for the race lead. Can he bring his teammate with him? Is it going to be a CGR 1-2 back to the stripe? Looks like they're going to be side by side coming back to the stripe. Look at this big battle. Teammates battle to the stripe to get to the race lead on the restart. Jefferson beats his teammate Cole Luigi back. As one of your chasers, Rex, the guy who won last race, Isaac Nichols. Hunter with damage. Hanley went hard into the outside while he's still driving. Great to see he's okay. But Chase has just taken a bad tumble for him. All these damaged cars now get caught up. They won't. I don't believe any will affect the outcome of this race. So Jay Jefferson with the race lead slowed for some reason. He has to get back up there. Now we'll see. To pit or not to pit is the big question. Do you come down pit road now and ensure you can make it to the end on fuel? Or do you trust that you have enough fuel to make it to the end? I don't know how these guys will think. We'll have to see. It looks like some are going to pit maybe. I don't know if they're trying to fool to pit or what. Looks like staying out for your front 5. What about everyone else is the question. I don't see any cars making that left-hand turn to pit road. So everyone thinks they have the fuel to make it. Everyone at least gonna... They're making their beds now. They either have enough fuel to make it or they don't. So now let's see what happened. One of your chasers involved in a heavy crash, TJ Hanley in the 30. We saw this 5 wide when Tim Gary shuffled John West to the middle, and West and Hanley kind of make some contact there. They go up, Nichols involved, and then Evan Hunter and Derek Bouchard hit hard. And a hard hit for the 30 and the 48. There's 4 cars. Wreck hard here at Auto Club. And once again, a crash that could have been a lot bigger, and it only involved very limited amount of cars. You can see only about 4 cars got damaged. Dustin, your points leader, just misses it. Let's go on board with TJ Hanley as he's involved in this. Tough break there for Hanley, and then let's go on board with your chase points leader, Francis Dustin in the 27. Wow. Barely missed it, but he keeps him in the race and keeps him in contention to keep that points lead. Jay Jefferson, the one with a push from Cole Luigi's teammate, gets back to the stripe in first, and he'll lead us back to the green flag. It's going to be a 10-lap shootout here at Fontana. 10 to go when we get the green flag. TJ Hanley is retired. He'll finish second to last chaser. Evan Hunter is also retired along with Isaac Nichols in the 48. So there's still 32 cars left in this race. Out front, the one of Jay Jefferson, a non-chaser. In second is teammate and chaser Cole Luigi. Then third, Alexander Rowe. Tim Gary in fourth. Fifth, Cynthia Bright. 3 of your top 5 are chasers. Then 6th, you have Case Meadows. 7th, Justin Heath. John West in 8th. DJ Reed 9th. And Eli Bright rounding out the top 10. 3 of the front 4 chasers, but we have a chaser leading it, or a non-chaser leading it. It's Jay Jefferson, the 1. Green flag is back waving, and the 1 takes off from the field. 10 laps to go here at Auto Club. Bro with a peek to the inside of the 42 already. He got a big run on him. Luigi did not really get a good restart there, but Jefferson, of course, did really take off. Great restart for the 1 car there. They're going to go 3 wide. The pack is already a little bit spread out as they come down the back. Cynthia Bright with the run to the inside of the number 7 as they enter 3. Case Mino coming. Cynthia Bright already to the bottom of the 1 car. Jay Jefferson for the race lead as they come off turn number 4. Case Mino now looking to the inside. The pack is really spread out, so that could possibly limit the amount of crashes we have. Maybe we can end this race clean and green to the end. 9 laps of green flag racing possibly. Here comes DJ Reed in the 21. Right now, I don't believe anyone in the top 5 is a chaser. Just shows how wild and crazy Auto Club can be. DJ Reed right now with the race lead. Here comes Alex Stewart in the number 13. Keegan Thompson in the 98, the next car in this inside lane. And then Francis Dustin, your points leader's there. He's coming to the bottom. He's looking for a top 5. Joe Jefferson and Cole Luigi, the next 2 chasers on this bottom lane. Luigi finally gets down to the bottom. DJ Reed leading. Alex Stewart, though, to the bottom. Here comes Dustin with a big run. He has a push from Joe Jefferson entering turn 1. I'm surprised Jefferson hasn't ditched him already. You don't want that 27 to be out front in case a caution comes out. Have that lead on a restart. Luigi going to look underneath the 39, but does he have the run to get there? He does. They're 3 wide for what looks to be 3rd, possibly 2nd now. Eli Bryant, the 88's coming. He's behind the 42 car. Dustin is right now leading. Here comes the 42 to the bottom lane. These are right now 1-2 in the points. Francis Dustin leading by 3 points over Luigi. He keeps the race lead. Luigi slides up. Here comes Eli Bright to the bottom. There's still 4 wide in the pack, and we don't really have that many cars in the pack. There's right now, the 09 is the last car in this pack. There's right now still 25, 26 cars in the pack. Eli Bright, here comes Jeff Bright in the 5. We haven't talked about him all day. He's missed so many wrecks. He's gotten so lucky. Here he is into the top 5, coming to 6 laps to go. Michael Gregory, last season's champion, looking for his first win of the season to just kind of relieve some of the stress that he's had this season. Oh! Contact between Walker and Tharp. They save it. That could have been a big crash. Now Jonathan Buford to the apron. They save it. Oh! Buford still to the apron. Hang on to it, Jonathan Buford. He does. Great save there. Splits up the pack just a little bit. Buford's going to fall out of this pack now. They're racing hard at the front. Look at them shuffling right here. Patrick Smith, Joe Jefferson, Tim Gary, 3 of your chasers all together. Jeff Bright's also there. Trey Rainey also there. They're 5 wide entering turn 3. Alexander Rowe to this point. Coming to 5 laps to go. If they get to the stripe without caution, this race will end no matter what now. The race is official with 5 to go. Alexander Rowe out front. Michael Gregory now to the bottom. Cole Luigi in the 42 is there. Brian Tharp, remember, is just sideways. He saved it, kept it going. Eli Bright trying to get down line 3rd. He can't. The 42 and the 6 are down there. Now coming to 4 laps to go. Almost some contact there between the 42 and the 6. Trying to get everything you can. They might go 5 wide for 2nd now. Cole Luigi clears it, gets down line. 4 to go. Michael Gregory, the one out front, is controlling all 4 lanes. Jason Smith Jr., we say he's looking for some revenge. Gregory still out front leading. They're still balanced side by side for 2nd. This is really helping the 29 out. DJ Reed now comes to the bottom lane in the 21. As they come off of turn number 4, coming to see 3 laps to go. The battle for the chase is on. 2 cars get clear. They're both non-chasers. Right now, your front 3 are non-chasers. Look at DJ Reed with the big run to the bottom lane. Down the back they come. So many cars up towards the front, non-chasers. They have a shot to win. They come to see 2 laps to go this time. Michael Gregory has the 21 car to his inside now as they come off of 4. 2 laps of racing to go at Fontana. 4 miles left. The first lap car is Luke Rainey. They might catch him entering the corner. Watch for that. They're racing 4 wide in the pack. Shuffling for position. Here comes Justin Heath to the bottom lane. The guy looking to sweep. Here comes Kevin Bandon. Coming to the white flag. Trying to get down to the bottom to have a shot. Bandon slides up. They're almost making contact. They are making contact. The 29 around into the wall. The 21 are into the wall. They're crashing big. A lot of chasers involved, and Justin Heath back in front to win. What a chaotic lap coming to the finish. And Justin Heath just has to coast it around to win. Joe Jefferson looks like will get second. John West, Luigi. Where is Francis Dustin? He either was involved or had to slow. He's in 23rd right now. So many chasers going to finish in front of him. He's probably going to lose that points lead now. And it looks like Justin Heath will pick up a victory here at Auto Club. He's been so great here in the past, and it's going to get another victory. Joe Jefferson, so close. He ends up second. But some great points for Joe right there. What a finish to the end. If it would have went green, it would have been wild. But as they come off of turn number 4, the checkered flag is out for Justin Heath. He'll survive here at Auto Club. Victory for the 9 team in Ford here at Fontana, California. The 5th chase race goes to your 5th non-chaser. Justin Heath wins. And that's now 5 races won by 5 non-chasers. Let's check out what happened. A big crash coming off of turn number 4 to end this race under caution. Michael Gregory, one of the first to get into the wall. This starts with teammates Case Smito and Kevin Bandon. They're racing hard, and they make some contact right there. They're rubbing. Smito then gets up into Jason Smito Jr., gets into Gregory. Gregory sideways down into the 18. They go down. DJ Reed, I think, was trying to get to pit road, possibly. It's hard. Yeah, watch DJ Reed. He's up high, really up high. It looks like he tries to cut across to get down to pit road. And that is a hard crash for the 21. Look at this 4-wheel slide. If the 21 didn't have to come down pit road, that would have been a great save by everyone. We would have had a great finish right there. See, Francis Dustin does get a ton of damage there. So many chasers involved. Jonathan Beaver went flying through the middle and picked up so many spots. Cynthia Bright was in the grass coming to the stripe. As that was one wild race here at California. Let's look at this in real time from a different camera angle. CJ, yeah, I think Reed was trying to get down to pit road or something. He hit pretty hard. Yeah, you see Francis Dustin was going along the 33 there on the inside of the track right there. Loses so many positions to so many different chasers. Look at this from his onboard. He didn't get much damage, but he was just right there, and he had nowhere to go. He had to basically stop. Patrick Smith in the 51, though, got tons of damage. Up ahead, Tim Gary in the 16. Kevin Bandon in the 18 with damage as well. See the 31 go around. Jeff Brent, the 5, missed it on the bottom. He gained some chase positions right there. Ooh. Great job there. Luigi in the 42 really had to hit the brakes because the 21 almost came down into him. And he kind of saw what was happening there. He let off, and he knew he would at least finish up about top 3 chasers. John West got the 21 into him. And that's a lesson that should have been learned already. If you're in the 3rd lane, do not try to come down pit road. It's happened so many times, and so many times it's never ended well. So Justin Heath brings home with the victories. He's able to miss all the crashes. He's out front at the end at the right time to get to victory lane. Let's now go check the finish and results. Here are the finish results from the Sony 500 at All Cup. There were 4 caution flags for 13 laps and 19 lead changes among 18 different drivers. So many different drivers led this race. Justin Heath brings home with the victory as he got out front there at the right time to win. Joe Jefferson, he hung around the back before the first crash. He actually started 42nd. He stayed 42nd until that first crash. He got up there and then started battling. Showed he had a really good car. He ended up second, very, very close to victory. John West ends up third, very close as well. Code Luigi, very close, but I believe that gets him his his points lead back. And then Eli Bright rounding out the top 5. Then Jay Jefferson from third ends up 6th. Wyatt Walker in 7th. Alex Stewart 8th. Keegan Thompson 9th. And Alexander Rowe rounding out the top 10. So there's your top 20. You see the guy was looking to sweep at California here today. Kevin Band ends up 18th after starting 7th. He had a pretty good car, just was involved in that final crash there at the end. As we now look down 21st to 40th, you see the guy down here who led the most laps. Jason Smeo Jr. had a pretty good car. Involved in that final crash, ends up 26th. He started from the 2nd position. Tough break for him. As 31 cars ended up finishing the race. Luke Rainey from the pole ends up 30th. He had some pretty heavy damage from that first crash. Lucky to even be running after rolling in that first one. And now at the right side are the chase point standings, and of course I can't really tell you because I haven't done them yet, but I would presume that the 42 is out front. That is my guess. But still, over half the chase left. That's only 5 races down. After this next race, we'll be officially halfway through the chase. It'll be 6 down, 6 to go. It's a 12-race chase to the finish. So the next race, we're going to stay out west. It's the Subway 500 at Phoenix. See you guys then.